Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk today about real estate and a question I've got so many times when I talk about the upcoming real estate crash, because guess what, guys? Real estate actually does revalue every 7 to 10 years, along with what's happening with interest rates and so many other things, okay? So I get this question all the time, and especially now because we have seen we've seen an explosion in the amount of hedge funds and institutions that have come in to buy up real estate. Is that it's unprecedented is an understatement. All right. Now, let me first off explain why. Hedge funds and institutional money have moved into the real estate market like never before in the last few years because of one thing: a starvation for yield. They need yield really bad. They need to make something on their money. They can't let their money stagnate. And if you look back just a couple of years ago, the market, even though the indices were moving up, they're moving up so much. And when you look at real estate, the cash on cash scenario, there's just never a better investment, in my opinion, when it comes to monthly income, long-term appreciation because of the crashing of fiat currencies, the devaluation of those currencies, but also the tax benefits. Okay, there's just no other kind of investment that makes so much money in so many different ways than real estate. However, every 7 to 10 years, we do see dips in the market. Sometimes they're local or regional. Other times, like in 2008, we see a nationwide real estate crisis, and I believe that we're headed for that very soon. Now, when I say very soon, I'm talking like a year, because it takes time. When it just takes time to change people's perceptions, for people to act, for sales to slow down or to stop completely. It just takes time. Okay, so I'm a multi-year kind of planner, so to me it's like on the doorstep, but in reality you've definitely still got time. Now we're seeing the mortgage rates rise exponentially. We've seen a year and less than a year and a half ago, we saw the standard 30-year fixed rate mortgage be around 2.9%. Now we're seeing it, as of today, or whenever this video comes out, as of today, it was almost 4.25%. That is a massive run up. Well, a lot of people say, Ninja, that's only 1.25%. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I say, you're absolutely wrong. The reason why is you're looking at about a 35 to 38%, that's Ninja math, no notes, increase in the amount of costs when it comes to debt servicing. All right, your interest rate just went up like 35, 38%. That is massive, right? Now you couple that with the facts that the house itself, like the one behind me, now costs almost double what it did literally about 4 years ago. Okay, and that's not even just California or Florida like this bad boy. That's all over the country. We're seeing boom in price. So now that's one thing. So you go, wow, yeah, the debt servicing went up 35, 38%, right, in costs. We have all kinds of crazy fees nowadays. But then on top of that, yeah, the house costs more. Now let's add the cherry on top of the pie, cherry on top of the ice cream. Inflation is exploding. We don't only have rising home prices and rising interest rates. Guess what? We got rising food costs. We've got rising toilet paper. We got rising car costs. Oh, hey, guess what? You want a Peloton? It's going to cost you extra $250 actually per cycle. But by the looks of me, you could tell I don't run a Peloton. Even my pizza's going up. Guys, the facts of the matter are a 1.25% rise right now is a big deal. You're going to find out in about 30 days, because if this rate stays the same, state averages 4% over the next 30 days, you're going to see refinances plummet, and you're going to see existing home sales plummet, just crater in this current 30-day period. Okay, so now let's talk about the big question. Okay, I'm finally getting into it. The question is, won't institutions just keep buying up property, thus raising the prices consistently? And I'm going to tell you, no. As big as you think Blackrock is, just so you know, before them, there was another big boy called Lehman Brothers. They're not here anymore. For all you younger people that are just now, getting into investing, that was a really big institution that isn't here. But actually, before then, there's this bank called Bear Stearns. I know it sounds like scary, like bear. And I know I got to joke around, but the truth is they were big too. And then they weren't. Well, even before then, there's all kinds of institutions like Enron and things like that. Solyndra, there's all kinds of places that used to be big and they're no longer. All right. The facts of the matter are banks, hedge funds, large institutions like Blackrock have been buying up homes because of yield. Well, there's a problem. You see, it's great to make all that yield, you know, and beat the savings account until you can't, because the person renting your piece of property can't pay the rent anymore. Why? Because those people inside renting your property, you know, Blackrock's sitting back going, look at all of our apartments. This is great. What do you mean we're missing rents? Well, sorry, sir. You know, they got to increase, you know, but their rents, we have a contract. Yeah, but you know, they got higher fuel prices. They just went out and bought a new car, got themselves some credit card debt. And things are going up and they're having to pay higher fuel bills, food bills. Oh gosh, did you hear about electricity costs? And then all of a sudden those big boys start going, You see, the problem is that as the consumer gets squeezed, the renter's getting squeezed as well. And banks know this, and they know there's only so high they can take rents. And what's funny about human beings is they feel that, well, if rents are high now, then they're always going to be high. Well, if real estate's high now, it's always going to be high. But I know there's a handful of people out at Ninja Nation. Actually, I just guarantee you, all of Ninja Nation knows this. And Ninja Nation, just so you know, it's a hashtag thing. It's a movement. And it's the people that subscribe to this channel. They understand one thing. Everything changes every 7 to 10 years. Nothing is the same. However, the one thing that does stay the same is that we do this. Ups and downs. And we want to be able to not always catch the top, not always catch the bottom, because that is straight up impossible. What we want to do is we want to see the trends. Well, guess what? Interest rates were record lows, which meant real estate was at record highs. Guess what? That's about to change. What do you think is going to happen as interest rates rise? Well, real estate is going to have to match that. So I wanted to explain that everything you see today is not going to be the same a year or two from now. As a matter of fact, the economy is going to look very, very different. If you guys agree with this, do me a favor, please. Share this video out, because I think so many people need to hear this, because as much as I joke around and use comedy and humor to deal with these very serious situations, there are a lot of people in the next few years that are going to lose everything they have. Now, ironically, there was also a large group of human beings that lost everything they had back in 2008. And ironically, they are back up on top. Many of them, 99% of the people that lost everything are back in new cars. They're back in new homes. And a lot of them don't even remember what it was like. And I know this because I talked to many, many people that went through that. Some people remember it and they'll never forget. And they're the ones that I want to be friends with. Why? Because just like me, they're going to be ready this time and they are going to absolutely crush it when others are laughing at you. They're saving, they're meek, they're prepared, they're Ninja Nation. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. The Economic Ninja is out.